Hey YouTube, Levi here with Eastridge Outdoors. This is going to be a bit of a short video. This is the Forever knife by Puma. This is Puma XPs, which is one of their lower tiered, whatever you call it. One of the lower tiers. And well, to put it bluntly, it didn't even come close to lasting forever. It didn't even make it through testing. The first thing that happened when I took it out of the box, while I was just feeling it, you know, getting my hands around it and seeing what it felt like, this logo here came off. So I had to glue it back on. These used to be really large, as you can see, indentions for finger grooves. Let's see. I wear a large glove, and my fingers would have had to have been, you know, spread out like that in order to grip onto this thing the way it was designed to. I don't know who in the world they made this handle for, because it was massive. I mean, extremely uncomfortable because of the large finger grooves and the fact that it wouldn't fit my hand or anybody that I know, actually. Nobody that I saw try this knife could fit in those finger grooves. So I sanded them down, which did wonders. I mean, this thing is super comfy now. And I was pretty fond of it. It's 440C. So I was looking for something stainless that I could, you know, be a little more abusive with and not wash quite so much. I mean, you know, oil quite so much, all that. So I was trying out some stainless options, and this one was a cheap, you know, it was like $35 on sale, maybe $38, something like that. Normally they're around $50 to $70. It's got 5mm thickness. It's 440 stainless. You see the thickness there. Oh, come on, focus now. And the thickness is the same as the SRK, which I'm a big fan of. It's a saber grind, which is it was a hollow grind, actually. It looks saber, but it's a hollow grind. And the blade length is 4.76. Total length is 9.8. It weighed, it says 8 inches. Grams, whatever that means. This is off of their website, actually. And it's a full-tang knife. It came with this decent sheath. I'm not a big fan of nylon, but as far as nylon sheaths go, this was a fairly good one. It has a great liner so that you don't cut your stitching. It came with this little ferro rod, which, as you can see, I did try out. It did work. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't bad either. I've definitely used worse. And it has this shot cord on it. But, you know, I had the issue with the comfort. I had the issue with the logo. And then I was starting to really like this knife after I, you know, did this to it. Made it comfortable. Glued the thing back on. Everything was going good. And testing was... I was very pleased with it until suddenly I wasn't. There was a massive chip developed in the blade, and it wasn't from anything major is what surprised me. Like if I would have been, you know, batoning a giant piece of wood or something, which I would expect this to be able to do with the thickness, 440C, but I was splitting a tiny piece of fat wood. You know, not even half, maybe half the size of my wrist, if that. It was just a piece of fat wood I wanted to split down the middle. And when I tried to do that, it chipped. And it was a large chip. I'm going to put the picture up. I'll put pictures up of, you know, what the knife looked like when I bought it. And then, you know, the chips. And so I've redone it. That's a little, you know, sharpening choil I put in there. It's not real smooth yet. I just kind of got this finished as far as taking an edge and all that. And the only reason I did that, obviously I wouldn't trust this knife. I don't trust my life to this knife. I don't trust it to do anything, really. But what I do want it for is when I'm out there, I'm going to keep it with me. You know, it'll stay in my pack. And when I'm out there and I need something that I'm about to do something I think is going to break my knife or chip it, break the tip off, something, you know, something dumb. And when I'm about to do something really dumb with my knife because I don't have the right tools, this is the one I'm going to grab. And I already know it wouldn't hold up too much, so I don't care if it gets destroyed. But I'd already, you know, done some things to it, so I decided to finish it off and fix the blade, just so I can have a knife that I don't have to care about in the least. You know, I've got some cheap knives, but if a knife is functional, if a knife is in good shape, I don't want to ruin it if I don't have to. This one is no longer in good shape. I can't trust it, and so there it is.